part of a district who I'd been informed had been talking on his cell phone about conspiring to ballot stuff. And we saw her get up originally to put her ballot in, and both me and the gentleman standing next to me confirmed she had one ballot in her hand. And she went away. And then a little bit later, we noticed when she wasn't sitting in her seat, we kind of looked around. I saw her across the room in what appeared to be standing in a line to put a ballot in again with a piece of paper in her hand. Did not confirm that it was a ballot. I did not walk over there. It was very crowded. A lot of people were still in line putting their ballots in. It did not look like she had more than one more piece of paper in her hand, and I did not think any of it, and that is my assessment.
So, did you guys get the earlier feed with Virginia Guest, who was speaking? I was having some issues seeing the chat, so I'm not sure if that went through. It should have been archived. But basically, we now have 3 witnesses of ballot stuffing going on. So, I'm going to try and find some more information. I'm really low on battery. I don't know what I'm going to do at this point. If I have to, I'll just keep on charging and running back and doing short videos.
Are you broadcasting?
Yes, I am. Thank you. Wow, the one who you were here really early in the day. To everyone else, I'm not capable of contacting anyone at this point. I would hold off on necessarily the allegations right away because this is all just developing information. But yeah, this seems like something to be right up Ben Swan's alley. That would be pretty amazing. But I mean, as you can see. There's a huge crowd down below the speakers. People have walked off the stage. They're now having private meetings. They're saying that the quorum is not held because of the bylaws and, the technicalities of people who are registered are actually part of it. But as you've been seeing throughout the day, I don't tweet. I have a Facebook. I hate Twitter.
Figure out what they did in Oklahoma, because they shut down their shit and they went somewhere and they finished it, and we got 43 out of 49 delegates.
Tonight.
Yes. To figure out what they did.
What did they do?
Because they were turning off the air, they turned off the microphones, they're about to shut down the lights.
Where is
But they can't.
Do you know Ed Vallejo? He watched the whole thing go down live in Oklahoma, so he might know someone to ask in Oklahoma and find out what they did.
Who is Ed?
Ed, he's the guy with the huge ZZ Top beard.
Yeah.
You get my credentials? Oh, so that same thing happened to you with an alternate?
Zero votes.
Yeah.
You kept telling me I couldn't.
It turns out that the technicality is that you can only become a delegate after 11 o'clock, because after 11 they stop doing credentials. The red pen goes away. And so at that point, it was too late to vote for your congressional district delegate, but you can still vote on the national level. And so the only way to accomplish that is to actually have the credentials of someone who left. And so if they left and took their badge with them, you're screwed. And so some people just let them flounder around or left on a desk. That's what happened to me. And so that was after, I literally ran back and forth between here at least 9 times between our meeting.
Looking for something.
Asking anyone, how this can work, this is ridiculous, because we had missing spots. A lot of missing spots.
I went through Sean, I went through Matt, I went through Ed, I went all the way up to the...
I lucked out. Don't feel bad. I tried really hard, but it was luck when it came down to it.
I didn't even know that was a possibility, though.
Neither did I.
But it's like, it's time to become PCs, because if I would have voted for myself, there wouldn't have been an issue.
Tell me about
But
it.
Why didn't my high school government teacher teach me about this process? I'm angry at him. I'm actually...
You're angry at the education system?
I'm angry at the guy himself. I'm like,
No way.
because he's a Ron Paul guy.
Okay.
That's why I'm pissed.
Well,
I'm gonna send him.
these are all bylaws and things that are made up at the last minute. Because there's a guy who's in charge of these rules, and if they're not set in stone, he can say what occurs.
Right.
Obama 2012.